Q-Town.
I'm Ann Carpenter, Chair of the 2015 Jane Addams Children's Book Award Committee. Since 1953, the Jane Addams Children's Book Award annually acknowledges books published in the U.S. in the previous year. Books commended by the award address topics or themes that engage children in thinking about peace, injustice, world community, and the equality of races and sexes. The books must also meet standard criteria for literary excellence. The target audience of the award is children ages birth through 12. The award is given out in two categories: books for younger readers and books for older readers. The 2015 Jane Addams Children's Book Award winner in the category of books for younger readers is Separate is Never Equal: Sylvia Mendez and Her Family's Fight for Desegregation, written and illustrated by Duncan Tonatia. When Sylvia Mendez and her siblings enrolled in a new school system, they were told they would have to go to the school for Mexicans only because they were dirty, uneducated, and unable to speak English, despite the fact that all of these things were demonstrably untrue. Sylvia's family worked tirelessly to unite the Latino community and bring an end to desegregation in that school system, helping to pave the way for many communities in the future. Illustrated in a style to give homage to the Mayan Codex, this book is a wonderful introduction to the civil rights movement for young children. Two honor books were named in the category for younger children. The first honor book is The Whispering Town, written by Jennifer Elfgren and illustrated by Fabio Santomoro and published by Carpenter Publishing. This tells the story of a young child in a small town in Nazi-occupied Denmark. They united to smuggle Jews out of the country to safety. Perfectly balancing the dread of the situation with the heroism of the town people, this book is a perfect introduction for very young children to this subject matter. Our second honor book in the category of books for young children is Shooting at the Stars: The Christmas Truce of 1914 by John Hendricks and published by Abrams Books for Young Readers. It tells the story of the Christmas truce in the trenches of World War I. The powerful story conveys the futility of war and the powerlessness of individual soldiers who are nonetheless united in trying to eke out a moment of humanity during the chaos. In the category of books for older readers, the 2015 winner is The Girl from the Tar Paper School, Barbara Rose Johns and the Advent of the Civil Rights Movement, written by Terry Canfield and published by Abrams Books for Young Readers. This book tells the story of 16-year-old Barbara Rose Johns, a high school student who led a student walkout to protest racial inequality in the school system, the first public protest of its kind, and one of the cases that helped end national segregation through the Brown versus Board of Education. Two honor books were named in the category for older readers. Our first honor book is Revolution by Deborah Wiles and published by Scholastic Press. This book uses a unique format that incorporates song lyrics from the 1960s and primary source documents with more conventional novel narration to tell the story of Mississippi's freedom summer through the eyes of young people whose worlds are turning upside down. Primarily told through the voice of Sunny, a young white girl, depth and perspective are added to the narrative through Raymond, a black boy, and a third-person narration. Our second honor book in the category of older readers is Silver People: Voices from the Panama Canal by Margarita Engel and published by Houghton Mifflin Harcourt. This complex book uses free verse poetry to give a voice to the many lives touched by the Panama Canal, including the workers from the Caribbean, indigenous people, employees from the U.S., and even the jungle itself, to convey a story of profound injustice, inequality, and a fight for basic human rights. The Jane Addams Children's Book Award evaluates the books through a set of criteria, including how can people peaceably settle disputes with a special emphasis on diverse makeup and outlook? How can we begin to think more creatively and humanely about injustice and conflict? How can young people participate in creative solutions to the problems of war, social injustice, ageism, sexism, racism, homophobia, and the concerns of the physically challenged? How can people of all races, cultures, nations, and economic systems live peacefully together? Does the book promote an understanding of the role of women in society, gender roles, and the need to overcome gender stereotypes? Book themes can include solving problems nonviolently and courageously, overcoming prejudice, breaking cycles of fear, approaching life with self-confidence, understanding human needs with compassion, broadening your outlook to appreciate a variety of cultures, and accepting responsibility for all people. A national committee chooses the winners and honor books for the Jane Addams Children's Book Award. The committee is purposely created to represent people from all across the United States. Members of the 2015 Jane Addams Children's Book Award Committee are Mary Ann Baker, Catherine Bruce, Ann Carpenter, Julie Olson-Edwards, Susan Fries, Lonnie Gerson, Jackie Kohler, Lauren Meyer, Beth McGowan, Mary Napoli, Heather Palmer, Ilsa Garcia, and Sonia Cherry-Paul. Regional reading and discussion groups of all ages participated with many of the committee members throughout the jury's evaluation and selection process. The 2015 Jane Addams Children's Book Awards will be presented on Friday, October 16, 2015 in New York City. Details about the award event and about securing winner and honor book seals are available from the Jane Addams Peace Association. Contact Jane Addams Peace Association Executive Director Linda Bell by email at japa@igc.org. For additional information about the Jane Addams Children's Books Awards and a complete list of books honored since 1953, visit our website at www.janeaddamspeace.org. Thank you.